Thanks for tuning in. Here we are, starting to approach the halfway point of the season, DB, but the excitement has not diminished around here.
It has not in any way, shape, or form. This season has been thrilling to watch. To me, it feels like the league as a whole has really stepped up a level.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Okongwu into the 5 down low. And so it's the Hawks hitting on the board first. Miller, no luck. Three-pointer, Daniels. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Ball. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Bridges, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, the best way to respond to a three is with your own three. Miles Bridges have at it.
And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse, Doris. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those two fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, however, because in America, everybody loves a winner.
Now, here's Ball. Inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
You combine strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops, Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
Now, Alexander Walker. And the dunk by Reza Shea.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's Bridges. He has 5. Ball with a wide-open look. Off target with his 3. Johnson against Bridges. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ball sets a screen for Miller. Hits the 3-point bomb.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft is 3-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Okongwu with it in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. In the corner, Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Misses the wing chair. Hornets trail by 3. Miller with the ball. And Daniels picks him up defensively. Miller, no luck.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And they get it back. Daniels from outside. Knipple with the rebound. Hornets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to Miller. Outside, Ball. And another 3 for Charlotte.
LaMelo Ball, shot ready, always.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against Cleveland. Alexander Walker finds Okongwu. Back to Alexander Walker. Pulls it up. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Miller outside. Here's Bridges. The kick out to Ball. And here's Miller outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Here's Reza Shea. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Now, here's Ball. Defended by Alexander Walker. Ball, no good. Here's Reza Shea. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Hawks ahead, they lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Luke Kennard out there with Wallace. Then there's Newell. And Gay is in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Newell. 9 points last game. Krejci passes to Kennard. Hawks passing it around. Here's Gay. Diabate grabs the board. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Doris, when you look at the numbers of Miles Bridges, he is a bona fide 20-point-per-game player.
And Kevin, that's a big statement. It is not easy to score 20 at this level on a nightly basis. To extend that over several years is the sign of good things to come.
Now here's Green. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Sexton. They kick it out to Green. They get it back. Back to Sexton. Bridges, right side. Bangs home the trifecta. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
And those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for the Hornets. Brandon Miller comes in for James. And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Now here's Johnson. Last game he had 12. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Hornets leading by 4. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Miller outside. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Miller's got 9 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Krejci, still without a basket. And here is Okongwu. Pass to Rizachet. Three-pointer, Daniels. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Hornets. Plumlee comes in for Bridges, and it's ball in for Colin Sexton. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. On defense, the Hawks. Plumlee with a screen on Daniels. Ball from long range. Here's Diabate. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Kevin, back to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
For his age, Brandon Miller has an extremely polished offensive game.
He does, Kevin. You can count on him to carry an offense if need be for a 6-8 minute stretch. He's got size, he's got skill, and he's a willing participant offensively.
Charlotte making the switch here. Salon's checked in.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Over to the left wing. Now, Rizachet. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Possessing good size and impressive versatility, the rookie Rizachet looking comfortable operating inside.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 11. Tries again. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Diabate's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
44 seconds left here in the second. That one falls. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Outside, Ball. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game, he says, I can get off the ball as well.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Ball. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Okongwu a screen. Alexander Walker trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Salon. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Charlotte in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the Pistons, this one should be a great test for them, a benchmark for how they stack up against the rest of the league. I want to see if they're up for the challenge, maybe even pull off the upset.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching, a positive first half for the Hornets.
They're up because they're dominating on the glass, looking like that team wants it more.
Yeah, they're in a great spot. And if they can sustain the effort, they're going to be great. And I think they will.
Looking like the team that wants it more.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Brandon Miller really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so here's Charlotte. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. So that's the Hornets 5. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Riza with it. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Now, here's Bridges. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on.
Here's Alexander Walker. 6 points for him. Pass to Riza. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Riza-Shay's got 9 points.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Riza looking like a polished shooter already.
Ball kicks to Miller to the wing right side. They set the pick. For 3. Ball from long range. Out to Bridges. Another shot. Lets the 3 fly. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Bridges. 9 points in the game so far.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So a moment now to see the story for Jalen Johnson.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
The Hawks trail by 14. Outside Daniel. The Hawks working the ball around. And it's Riza missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Bridges outside. Pass the ball. Daniels against Miller. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. 13 points from Brandon Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Back to Alexander Walker. Stolen by Ball. Here's Bridges. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in, and it's Green in for Knipple. And that one falls for Bridges. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now, here's Bridges. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. 5 to shoot. They get it again. Ball from long range. Drills it from outside. Ball's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Charlotte. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Newell. Atlanta again, missing.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Ball. 12 points for him. Step back shot, and there's another one for the Hornets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Charlotte with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Kennard, also Wallace out there. And Gay is in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
The open look here for Sexton. And it's the Hornets another three.
Colin Sexton, early in his career, has demonstrated great instincts in the pick and roll. Good decision making.
Wallace against Sexton. Johnson right side. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Kennard's shot is off.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Miller finds Green. Miller surveying the floor. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And it's Green missing. Back to Sexton. Miller outside. Over Kennard. Miller, no luck.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Atlanta again missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the inside. Pass to Kneppel. Kennard against Miller. Sexton with the screen for Miller. The 11-footer, and the jumper falls for him.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Okongwu, the pass to Kennard. Back to Okongwu. Here's Gay. Knocks down the three ball.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Here's Sexton. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Miller.
Oh, how about the mindset from Brandon Miller? You make a three, I'm coming right back at
you. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Gay. Back to Johnson. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Pass to Sexton. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Top of the key. Johnson with the rebound.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
And here's Kennard. Here's Krejci. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LaMelo Ball.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Kneppel. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Kennard's shot is off. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gnipple. And another three for Charlotte.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.